Ooh, we're in the big leagues now, aren't we? What we have here is a Zendikar Rising 15 card collector booster. Oh boy, this is exactly what's wrong with Magic, and also what's right with Magic. One of the few things that's right. Not really so much the booster itself, but the things that are inside of it. So I'm probably going to have a lot to say about this, so let's tear it open. And Magic packs are terrible rips, so this is not going to be good at all. Yeah, that sucked. That's a bad tear. It's even got this thing on the side. We hate those. And it's free. Now, let's see. Do the collector boosters smell like real Magic cards? Oh no, they don't. Oh, what is that smell? That smell is familiar. It's like... it smells like a factory. I've never opened a pack of cards that smell like that, I don't think. That's odd. It's not totally unpleasant. I could probably get used to it, but, you know, it's not the nostalgia I usually get. But anyways, are we opening these from the correct side? I don't think we are. Well, maybe we are. I don't know, man. I don't know what's normal anymore. But what have we got on the back here? We got a double-sided token, it looks like. Double-sided foil token, Angel Warrior, and a Horror Hydra. Yeah, not Horror, Hydra. Sure looks like a horror, though. That's just supposed to be a regular old Hydra to you? That's very body horror-ish. I don't know about that. Anyways, let's take a look at the other side. Alright, I think, yeah, these are all foil. That's probably why they smell so weird, because it's all foils. And we're starting off with a Negate. Negate is not the best card out there, really. So, seeing that they're bringing this back probably means that the counterspells are not especially great, and that's a problem I always have with most of the modern Magic sets. Ever since they decided Mana Leak was too good, again, I've kind of been pretty, I don't know, black-pilled on any kind of counterspells coming out in Magic. What do we got next? Practice Tactics. Choose target attacking or blocking creature. Practice Tactics deal damage to that creature equal to twice the number of creatures in your party. Ah, yes, the party again. That's another thing. I realized something else since the last video about the party mechanic, and how they also throw in just regular old tribal into it. It's because of limited. That's all. Because you're never going to have a full party in a limited environment. So it's just like you're not expected to build around this clearly build-aroundable mechanic, because the whole set is set up to just kind of slide one way or another on how tribal or not tribal it is. It's really weird, and it's frustrating from my point of view of a guy who just likes to, you know, build decks and play them, rather than try to squeeze out little, I don't know, inconsistent decks that are from random cards. Anyways, what have we got in this next one? Oblivion's Hunger, 2 mana instant. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Draw a card if that creature has a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, that's a very niche combat trick. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really even do much. Man, I don't know, that's just really boring. Anyways, Rabid Bite, another 2 mana, sorcery this time. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So, fight without the fight back. Yeah, I feel like that card's been printed already. What have we got next? Craven, Cliffhaven, Kite Sail. We had Kite Sails before. What's this one do? When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control, and that creature has flying. Okay, boring, but it does attach immediately, so that's a nice thing. I could see that being useful. Relic Axe, no, what is this? See, 2 mana, when it enters... Okay, it's that same kind of thing. I'm guessing that that's a common mechanic in this, and I can't really blame them. Equip creature gets +1/+1. If it's a warrior, it gets +2/+1 instead. Okay, tribal equipment, specifically for warriors. I guess that's the warrior theme, is that they get equipment. Not something I'd complain about, but you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just, it's weird in an environment with the whole party mechanic. Anyway, Spring Mantle Cleric. Of course, it's a cleric because we need parties. We never really had that many clerics before that I remember. Only when they decided to put this D&D stuff in it did they ever see a substantial amount of clerics. Anyways, it's 5 mana, 2/3. That doesn't sound very good. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+ counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. Okay, so it's not a 2/3. It's like a 3/4 or more. You could definitely get that up to a pretty reasonable size, I think. And we got a full art foil forest. That does look nice. I wonder how much these go for when you can just buy collector's boosters and get... I think every one of these has one of these, right? I mean, they got full art lands. The whole pack is foil. It must be. And what have we got here? That's kind of disappointing. I gotta complain about this. But first, let's read the card. Confounded Conundrum, 2 mana, enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player had another land enter the battlefield under their control this turn, they return a land they control to its owner's hand. So it's anti-ramp. It's a sideboard card, basically. And that's... I hate when they put very niche cards like that at the rare slot, because it really devalues the rare slot, which makes... It makes all of the value of the rares concentrated in a few small cards rather than being spread out amongst them, which obviously means that the good cards are just kind of too expensive, for lack of a better term. Actually, that's about the best term you could think of. But let's talk about the framing. Yeah, that's this whole thing. This is the cheapest thing I could think of. What did they do? They took the regular old picture. I'm assuming it is. I don't think... You know what? I've never seen them do this frame without it being the regular old picture. So I'm assuming that's the regular old picture. But instead of having it in a frame, they just took it in Photoshop and went, eh, and then darkened this and made it see-through. So it's so bad. If you're going to do something like this, make it full art. Make it full art, you lazy retards. Come on, you guys suck. This is the kind of stuff that really... This is the cash grabby stuff. This is the stuff that just... They're trying to lure in idiots to collect everything and give them stupid money for things they didn't do any extra work on. If it had alternate art, that'd be sweet. Even if it wasn't full art, but... Wait a second. Wait. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Come on, focus. It looks like right here, that little tendril of light just seems to kind of cut off. Surely that's not the way the art was supposed to be drawn, was it? It looks like it's been edited or something. That's weird. Wow. I never thought I'd have so much to say about something like this, but such is the nature of these. Anyways, what have we got here? This is a foil rare. Skyclave Relic. Okay. That's Odd combination of sounds. 3 mana, kicker 3, indestructible. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked... Wait a second. Okay, never mind. If it was kicked, create 2 tap tokens that are copies of Skyclave Relic. And it taps to add 1 mana of any color. Okay, so it's a mana rock that can duplicate itself. That's interesting. I'll give them that. It's not... You know what? Okay, it's good. This is a pretty cool card. I'll give them that. They did something good this time. This is not so good. That frame is not very pretty. I talked about this before, but yeah, just, it's so boring. I don't like it. There's not much else to say about it. It's just weird that they have a big angle there. It's just, it doesn't line up with the rest of the card. And it's not interesting enough. The Hedron thing just isn't that interesting to look at, I guess. And here's another one. I guess that's what they do on all the landfall cards, huh? That's just that's the mechanic for their frame here. Anyways, well, yeah, forgot to look at him. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, come Hellhound gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay, so he's a step lynx. He's a red step lynx, right? Yeah, I think that's it. That's actually kind of cool, just because, you know, I like aggressive 1-drops like that, and especially when they have little tricks you can do with them. I could actually see putting this guy in a deck, because I had an aggressive landfall deck back in the day that used step links and stuff like that, and he would have fit right in. So I kind of like that guy, even if the card itself doesn't look so great. What's this? Ruin Crab. 1 mana, 0/3. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 3 cards. Okay. Is that more or less than Hedron Crab? I don't remember, but it's basically a Hedron Crab. And what do we have here? Bright Climb Pathway on one side, which is just a not... What do you call them? Not plains. A plains, but a not plains. And on the back, it's a not swamp. Okay. Not exactly sure how this whole land flipping mechanic works. I should probably look that up at some point, but as it is, I'm just guessing that you have to choose which one to play it as, either way. But actually, now that I think about it, isn't that like technically better than a basic land? I thought they weren't doing that. That's weird. Okay, unless there's some kind of drawback I don't know about. That seems like a breaking of a very longly held design convention in Magic. I don't know if that's cool or not. Anyways, Territorial Scythe Cat. They got a 3 mana 2/1. And trample. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Okay. That's... I don't know. That seems kind of slow and not that great to begin with. It's... I don't know, maybe if it was in some kind of mid-range deck that used a lot of big creatures. Like a... What do you call that? Oh, what is that deck called? Stompy. The Stompy deck. Yeah, that kind of thing. Where you're actually going to play cards, or play lands, more than once after you hit 3 mana. Usually you're not going to do that much in an aggro deck. Usually you're going to top out at 4 or 5, so this thing maxes out at like a 4/3. So I guess Stompy deck might use that. And what do we have here? Oh, a foil mythic with the out of frame art there. Scourge of the Skyclaves. That's interesting. He's a 2-mana demon. And let's see. Demons do not always have the best track record for being useful, so let's see what we got here. Anyways, he's got a kicker for 5. When you cast the spell, if it was kicked, each player loses half their life, rounded up. And its power and toughness are each equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players. There is potential for shenanigans there, I gotta say, but the fact that it costs you 7 mana to do all that, I don't know, you might as well just play something else that will just win you the game under any circumstances. I don't see this thing being played a lot in any kind of deck that doesn't already rely on shenanigans to like lower your life total along the way. And well, there's just more consistent things to play. I don't know, I'll have to check him out, see if he's actually worth anything. He might be, considering he's a foil showcase mythic. I don't know what the name of all these versions of cards they do this time. They're getting too confusing with this. Like, I thought Pokemon was bad with their rares and holo rares and their, I don't know, their star rares or whatever, and their secret rares and ultra rares and the mega rares and the super duper rares and the rare, double rare, triple rare, I don't know. But I don't know, Magic is making them even make less sense. How do you mess that up? And they don't even look that good. You just sized up the art. Losers. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out the other stuff on my channel. I've got my own games I'm developing. We've got Domain, which is similar to Magic. It runs on a kind of the same engine, so there'll be links in the description so you can check that out. Check out the how to play video. And as always, you can check out the other pack reviews and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you guys later.